Okay, we're good to go after whenever you're ready to come back.
We would like to make a motion for the once again to recognize and thank Keith DeGrasse for his 60 years of being the corporate director here at Red Dog. We would also like to thank his wife Hillary for their great members. Her hard work and dedication allowed us to make a grow and thrive as one of the best hunters in the nation. Please stand up for Keith and Lori for all their hard work.
And once again, we're live from Grove City High School, getting set for the 38th annual Fred Bell Memorial Tournament. I'm Steve Williams along with Gary Vargo, playing the national anthem was just held, and we are now getting set for start of wrestling action. There's not the traditional parade of champions here. What they're going to do is announce each wrestler as they come out for their championship finals match. There will also be an award ceremony as they've already wrestled places 3rd through 8th prior to the finals. So we'll catch you up with the 8 other place winners in each weight class as we proceed through the finals. We are starting tonight at 172 pounds, and wrestling in the championship finals at 172 is Magnus Lloyd of General McLean. So pretty cool name there, Magnus, Gary.
Yeah, Magnus.
So General McLean out of District 10, AAA. He is a sophomore with a record of 25-4, overall career record 45-9. Last year, he was a District 10 champ. He was also a Greco-Roman state champ and a freestyle runner-up. His opponent will be Logan Hoffman of Bell Vernon Area High School. He's a senior, a record of 22-4, a career record of 89-31. He was a section champ last year, and this year was the Westmoreland County champion at that tournament. So 172 pounds, getting set here for live action. As we proceed here, Gary's going to bring you the play-by-play action as I fill in some of the color commentary in each weight class. And at 172 pounds is where we're starting. Logan Hoffman is state ranked 19th, and Magnus Lloyd of General McLean is ranked 10th in the state. And they are off and running here in the center of the mat. First action of the night here for the championship final, starting at 172 pounds.
And it's Hoffman with an underhook. Both wrestlers tied up in the middle of the mat.
All kinds of technology here tonight. Flow Wrestling is here. The brackets can be seen on their website as well. I mentioned the Grove City Wrestling Boosters, broadcasting this live streaming on their YouTube channel, combined with our audio. So everybody working together here to bring you wrestling action, both visually and audio, to your home or speaker, wherever you're at.
Okay, not much action so far with 109 left in the first period. Both wrestlers seem to be like just exchanging collar ties and then breaking it off, facing each other, still in the center of the mat. That's Hoffman with another collar tie. It's broken off by Lloyd.
Hoffman of Bell Vernon, they're from the Southwest region, District 7. Both these guys wrestle for AAA schools. General McLean out of District 10, of course, also AAA. Both ranked in the state. Lloyd at 10, Hoffman at 19. Hoffman, Bell Vernon in the red and white singlet, red ankle bands, and Lloyd of General McLean in kind of the black, I don't know what you call that, like a lightning bolt.
Well, it's the other way around, Steve. Lloyd's in the red. Lloyd from General McLean.
Oh, yes, I said that backwards, I'm sorry.
But anyway, 13 seconds left on the running clock and still no score, and wrestlers still feeling each other out in the center of the mat. Not much action at all. And this first period's going to come to an end with no score.
All right, flip of the coin by the referee, and it's going to be Hoffman's choice. He'll go down here to start the second period. Hoffman was a 4-3 winner in the semifinals over Suds Dubler of Glendale. Dubler is actually a defending Fred Bell champion, and as a freshman, he was a place winner as well at 106 pounds. And here today, wrestling 172. Dubler ended up taking 3rd place after getting knocked out of the semis by Hoffman by decision 4-3.
Yeah, and Hoffman rather, from the down position is up and out for one. He leads 1-0 here. 1 minute and 30 seconds left in period number 2.
Magnus Lloyd also had a very razor-thin victory in the semifinals. It was a District 10 semifinal. He was a sudden victory winner, 3-2 over Brock Covell. Covell out of Titusville.
Okay, both wrestlers again exchanging collar ties in the center of the ring. A 1-0 lead for Logan Hoffman of Bell Vernon, and 59 seconds on a running clock.
In fact, the third and fourth place match was Sud's doubler over Brock Covell by fall. And here we have Hoffman and Lloyd in a tight matchup here at 172 pounds.
Yeah, it's almost like they're really hesitant about doing any serious shooting at the moment. There's a double underhook now by Hoffman of Bell Vernon, and he's driving Lloyd to the edge of the mat, and off they go. With 19 seconds to go, they'll come back to the center and restart.
Mentioned both these guys state ranked. Out of the 26 finalists here tonight, 17 are ranked in the state at both the AA and AAA level. So very, very high competitiveness here for the finals at the 38th annual Fred Bell. Lots of quality wrestlers out there tonight.
Hey, this period comes to an end with the score 1-0 in favor of Logan Hoffman of Bell Vernon. And now Magnus Lloyd of General McLean will take the down position to start the third period.
I did read earlier, Gary, that the PIAA is changing the enrollment numbers next year. Oh, go ahead.
Okay, now there's Lloyd out for one. So now the score's tied 1-1. Both wrestlers are on their feet. So it's going to take down a winner here in the third period. 1:38 left. Clock's moving.
And with the new enrollment numbers that PIAA is putting out to differentiate between double and AAA, that should move General McLean back down to AA next year. General McLean, of course, up in Edinburgh.
Yeah, here we are again, Steve. Looks like a repeat of each time they're on their feet. It's like same thing over and over. One reaches up for a collar tie. Now there's a shot by Lloyd, but blocked by Hoffman. Now Hoffman with the throw, and it was Hoffman trying to throw, and Lloyd countered it and came out on top and gets a takedown with 45 seconds left. He'll lead now 3-1. Magnus Lloyd, General McLean, 3-1. Hoffman breaks out of it for an escape, making the score 3-2. Both wrestlers on their feet. A 3-2 score, 30 seconds left. Now it's Hoffman trying to shoot. All of a sudden they're turning it up a little bit because they realize 20 seconds left, someone's got to do something. Lloyd's in on a leg shot, and he may stay right there.
14 seconds.
Working around, trying to reach for that other ankle to get to 2. 7 seconds ago. Hoffman trying to get out, but Lloyd's going to hang on to that leg for the victory. And it's going to be Magnus Lloyd of General McLean with a 3-2 win over Logan Hoffman of Bell Vernon.
Great last final 20 seconds there by Magnus Lloyd. He knew he could not get taken down leading by just a point, and instead of just wrestling defense, he actually went on the offensive. And then once he had that leg secured of Hoffman, like you said, Gary, he stayed right there, let time run out, secured the 3-2 victory and the championship at 172. We'll take a break. We'll be back for more wrestling here on the WGRP Sports Network.
His opponent from Austin High School, he was a senior with a season record of 18-7, career record of 55-29. He's a 2022 Fred Bell Francis, Loudon, Glenville.
Welcome back. We're at the 189-pound championship finals, and we have a takedown by District 10 wrestler Loudon Glendale of Cochranton. He's taking on Jaden Resch of Hampton High School. Neither one of these wrestlers are ranked. Glendale of Cochranton is AA. Resch of Hampton is AAA out of District 7.
And wrestlers wrestle out of bounds. We have 1:01 left in the first period. And again, 2-0.
Glendale of
And-
Cochranton
yeah.
in the white singlet with the red stripes and the red anklet. Resch of Hampton in the blue singlet with gold stripes and the green.
And it's Glenhill riding on top. Resch trying to stand up, and all of a sudden he locks up the near side cradle. He's trying to pull him over, and wow, with the strength of Resch, he got out of it and reverses him for a 2-point reversal. The score's tied up at 2-2, and then here comes Glenhill back with his reversal.
Well, it's interesting, Gary. Both these guys are seniors. Neither one really has a pedigree or a history of, wrestling. As a matter of fact, on his accomplishments, Loudon Glendhill wrote, "Making it to the finals here today." He wrote that on his sheet. He has a record of 18-7 on the year, 55-29 overall. His opponent, Resch, 17-4 on the year, 56-46 overall. So neither one of these guys ranked in the state. One of these championship finals bouts where both guys are seniors and both kind of just maybe cranking it up a little at the end of their high school career here, but no big wrestling credentials prior to this to speak of for either wrestler.
And we're going to start the third period here with the score 4-2. Resch has a lock around the waist of Glendale as they try to stand up, and then he flips him back down to the mat, and Resch rolls through. Now they're back up on their feet. A 1-point escape is awarded.
That would be to Glendale, making it 5-2.
Yeah, making it 5-2. 1:28 on the clock. Second period.
As I mentioned, Cochranton in 7th place in the team score right now out of 34 teams, so making a good showing here out of District 10 AA.
Here comes a shot by Glenhill. He's in pretty deep on the legs of, no, it's Resch with the shot in. That looks like a stalemate to me, Steve.
Yep, and it
There
does
it
get
is.
called, yeah. 54 seconds to go here in the second period. The score is 5-2 in favor of Glendale of Cochranton over Resch of Hampton. If you're wondering where Hampton is, it's in the Allison Park area down near Pittsburgh. Southwest Region, District 7, again, AAA. .43 ticks on the clock here in the second period.
There's a shot by Resch from Hampton, but it's blocked by Glenhill.
A lot more action in this match at 189 than we had at 172.
There's another shot by Resch, but it's countered again by Glenhill. He goes in on the shot, and that's countered. So here we go, back in the center of the mat. Still 5-2, 14 seconds left. Clock runs, second period at 189. And this period's going to run out. So it's going to be Loudon Glenhill with a 5-2 lead over Jaden Resch of Hampton.
Looks like it'll be Resch's choice here to start the third. He'll go down. Glenhill of Cochranton was a 5-3 winner over Braden McFedridge of Cranberry in the semifinals. Resch was a 5-3 sudden victory winner over Jackson Carico in the semifinals of Cambridge Springs.
Okay, on the whistle, Resch trying to stand up. He's up to his feet. Glenn Hill trying to break him back down. And does get him. Now he gets control of the wrist. Throws in a wing on the left side.
Does a nice job by Glenn Hill. On that mat return, Resch tried to hit a standing switch, and Glenn Hill just went right to the arm and barred it up.
He's got a wing and a half in, and now he lets go of the half.
3-point lead for Glenn Hill with 1:18 remaining here in the third period.
Now he's got Resch on his back. He might have gotten 2 back points there.
I think he only got 2 swipes. I don't think he's got any back points. Yes, he did. He got 2.
2 back points. It was real close to the line there, but just enough to receive the 2 back points. And Glenn Hill will take a 7-2 lead here with 1:05 left in the third period. So Resch will go back down.
Boy, he looked like he had that tight with that half and wing, and Resch did a really nice job of rolling through that. He's lucky he was able to get out of that. I thought Glenn Hill had him wrapped up pretty tight, but he held on long enough to get 2 near fault points and now leads 7-2 with a minute to go in the match.
Okay. He's trying to go for the far arm there, but you know if he doesn't get his arm underneath, he's going to lose that. But he does get both legs in now. Does Glenn Hill.
And Glenn Hill can kind of put it on cruise control now. He's got a 5-point lead, 39 seconds to go. He's riding tough from top and very well in control. Neither wrestler called for stalling yet, and this has been a pretty good competitive match so far.
He's in pretty good control now. He's got the one leg laced and breaks Resch down. Any slight move, he tries to get to his knees and is able to break him back down.
Nice thing here is neither wrestler looks tired. They both look like they did in the first period.
And that's the end of the match. The winner is going to be Loudon Glenn Hill of Cockerton, a senior, by a score of 7-2 over Jaden Resch of Hampton.
All right, 2 matches in the books, 2 decisions. We'll be back for more Fred Bell Finals. You're listening to the WGRP Sports Network.
In 8th place from Boone, Malik Smith. In 7th place from Penn Valley, Cole Felker. In 5th place from Irwinville, Chase Irwin. In 5th place from Hampton, Alan Wolfe. In 4th place from Pikeville, Russ Novell. In 3rd place from Wendell, Doug Dublin. In 2nd place from Bell Turner, Logan Lawson. And your 172-pound Fred champion from Jensen McLean High School, Magnus Lloyd. Now left number 215 pounds in the junior from McDowell High School.
Welcome back to Grove City High School, where we're live for the 38th annual Fred Bell Tournament. I'm Steve Williams along with Gary Vargo, bringing you the live action via audio here. You can also catch the live stream on the Grove City Wrestling Boosters live YouTube stream. And we are going into the 215-pound weight class, where we have Troy Peterson out of McDowell, District 10. He's a junior. He's 20-4 on the year, and he was a Tool City runner-up this year, as well as the Boardman Invitational runner-up. And his opponent will be Philip Nave. He's out of Peters Township, record of 22-5, a senior, career record 50-30. And so we have Peterson of McDowell, Nave of Peters Township, McDowell in the white singlet with the blue stripes, and of course Peters Township wrestler Nave in the red singlet with the white accents.
So here we are at 1:39 in the first period left at 2:15, and no score. Both wrestlers just outside of the center ring. Dave has a collar tie, and Peterson from McDowell underhook, and they go out of bounds. 1:15 left to go. They'll come back to the center.
I'd mentioned out of the 13 finals, 17 of the wrestlers are state ranked. But at 189, and also true here at 215, none of those 4 wrestlers were ranked in the state. So we have Nave and Peterson. Nave a senior, Peterson a junior. Again, no big wrestling credentials to speak of here at 215 pounds. But that's not the case in most of the other weight classes. We have lots and lots of state-ranked wrestlers coming up here throughout the evening.
Yeah, I mentioned to you earlier, I was looking through the finalists here, and out of the 26 final wrestlers, only 6 are seniors, so
That's incredible.
you're going to see a lot of these wrestlers back again next year at this tournament. 19 seconds ago in the first period, still no score, as wrestlers continue to exchange collar ties and underhooks. Not much to report big going on right now, as these 215 pounders are kind of going at it, and there's the end of the first period. So no score. Philip Nave of Peters Township and Troy Peterson, the junior from McDowell.
Yeah, and just to piggyback off your comment there, Gary, as you know, it's very common that the seniors are usually in the upper weights, and from 189 to 285, 4 of those 6 seniors you spoke of are in those weight classes. So we're seeing a senior heavy upper weight finalists here this year, and that's pretty typical.
Okay, it was Peter Nave setting up from the bottom, and on the whistle he just did a sit-out and turn and came right up to his feet and escapes for a 1-point lead now over Troy Peterson of McDowell. So both wrestlers back on their feet near the center of the mat.
Both of these guys advanced into the finals with pins in the semifinals. Nave, winner by fall over Carson Roop of Red Bank, and Peterson, winner by fall over Britton Sprangle of Glendale.
Okay, 107 on a running clock. Again, both wrestlers, Nave in the collar tie, and then it's broken off. They face each other again. He'll come in with another collar tie and an underhook on the right side. And Peterson counters with his collar tie, and then they both break it off and head back to the center. 44 seconds left. Second period, still a 1-0 lead for Philip Nave on that escape from the bottom to start this second period.
Yeah, we had a pretty good action-packed match at 189. We started tonight at 172, where the match was going kind of like it is here at 215. Very slow pace, not a lot of points being scored, a lot of defensive posturing, really.
Okay, looks like Philip Nave with an underhook, double underhook, driving Peterson to the edge of the mat, and off they go with 8 seconds left. Still 1-0 in favor of Philip Nave from Peters Township. They'll go back to the center of the ring. The referee starts them on the whistle. And 3, 2, 1. That'll be the end of the second period.
They are giving out 8 place winners in each weight class here at the Fred Bell tournament this year, and we've been kind of neglecting all the other place winners during the live action, but stay tuned. Following the final match, we will do a post wrap-up show and give you each place winner in each class following the conclusion of the final bout.
Okay, Troy Peterson starts the third period on the bottom. Now he's come up to his feet with Philip Nave still hanging on, and finally, I think to avoid stalling call, he just turns him loose. Scores tied at 1-1. Troy Peterson with the escape in period number 3, with a minute and 30 on the running clock, score 1-1. We'll come back to the center of the mat. Nave with the collar tie.
Kind of hard to believe that both these guys pinned their opponent in the semifinals. Doesn't look like they're doing much of anything here in the finals, and that's, again, typical of upper weights and championship finals matches. It's a lot of cautiousness being had.
Yeah. So 55 seconds, clock running. Wrestler still at a 1-1 tie. Now here comes a shot by Peterson, double leg. He's got double legs, and he takes Nave down with a double leg, nice double leg takedown. So he'll take the lead 3-1 with 35 seconds. The clock's running. Now he puts a wing in on the left side, and he's going to try and run it. He's got a half on the right-hand side, a wing on the left-hand side. He tried to run the ring, but the half slipped off. Nave was able to wing the half down, so he wasn't able to run the wing. 14 seconds ago.
Yeah, now Peterson just needs to hang on as he takes a peek at the clock, but he is trying to turn him.
Yeah, he did try to turn him there for 5 seconds ago, so he thinks he's going to be content with just ride him right here, and that's going to be the final score. So with that takedown, it's going to be a 3-1 final for Troy Peterson of McDowell over Philip Nave of Peters Township.
Hey, we're doing okay, Gary. In 3 matches from 172 to 215, all champions are District 10 so far. So we're 3 for 3 out of District 10, all by decision. We'll take another break. We'll be back for our championship finals at 285. Keep in mind we've started at 172, so there's still lots of wrestling remaining here this evening. We'll be right back for more high school wrestling here on the WGRP Sports Network.
Jackson Jericho. In 3rd place from Cranberry, Brandon McMetrick. In 2nd place from Hampton, Jaden Reese. And your champion from Hawthorne High School, Loudon Glenhill. Now wrestling 285 pounds, he's a senior from Sheffield High School.
Known as the heavyweights. Out of Sheffield High School, District 9, a senior, Dana Campbell. He was a runner-up this year at the Mercer VFW tournament and 7th place at the Hickory Invitational. And his opponent will be a District 10 opponent out of General McLean, a junior, Wilson Spires. His credentials read King of the Mountain runner-up. And Spires 26-3 on the year, 77-25 for his career. Campbell 19-3 on the year and a career record of 37-27. So here we are live at 285. Spires of General McLean. He is in the red ankle band with the white and red singlet, and his opponent Dana Campbell of Sheffield in the black and orange.
Okay, we pick it up with 1:28 left in the first period, no score. When we get the higher up we go in the weight classes, generally the less action you see as wrestlers like to collar tie and pummel and underhook, and that's what we're seeing right now just outside the center circle. And finally Wilson Spires of General McLean drives Dana Campbell off the mat, and he'll come back to the center with 1:04 left in the first period. We're at 285-pound weight class. Wilson Spires of General McLean and Dana Campbell of Sheffield. Dana is the senior, one of the 6 seniors here in these finals.
Spires of General McLean, he's a 2-time regional qualifier and currently ranked 12th in the state at AAA. Sheffield out of District 9 AA, but this is a Northwest regional matchup. Sheffield D9, General McLean D10. But 2 different levels, AAA and AA. We see that a lot here at the Fred Bell tournament.
Right. Oh, that was almost a late shot by Spires as he drove into Campbell and drove him off the mat. So they'll come back to the center with 21 seconds.
Campbell fired up after that. He hit the hardwood floor on this in this gymnasium, and he didn't take too kindly of that on that restart there. He came out pretty aggressive. We'll see if it transfers itself into any points here.
5 seconds on a running clock, and there's Spires with a shot again. Again, the edge of the mat, and off they go as the clock expires here in period number 1. So no score.
Looks like Spires' choice, and he'll start down here in the second period. Wasn't much more than a sumo wrestling match there in the first period, pushing back and forth, but looks like we have some action here now, Gary.
Yeah, he's up and out for a 1-point escape is Wilson Spires. Didn't take him long, and now both on their feet again. Just outside the center ring, Dana Campbell of Sheffield driving into Spires. They're close to the mat, but they're able to swing back in bounds. Now another attempted shot by Spires, and every time he attempts that shot, he just drives Campbell right out of bounds. They have to come back to the center. 1:25 on the moving clock. Second period, 1-0 in favor of Spires from General McLean on that escape to begin the second period.
Spires was a winner in the semifinals by a score of 5-2 over Lodge Nosco of Titusville. Campbell, on the other hand, was a sudden victory winner, 3-1 over Gabe Carroll out of Red Bank Valley.
Oh, look at that! There's a takedown. All he had left in the ring, outside in the ring, was 1 foot left. Got the takedown. And that was right before...
yeah, the Sheffield coach is going to go over and check on that.
Yeah, but right before that, they hit a stalling call on Campbell because Wilson Spires, how many times have we seen him drive Campbell to the edge of the mat? He was always the aggressor. Finally, they hit him with a second stalling call. They actually missed the first one. I didn't see the first one.
Yeah.
But he awarded a point. And now they question the takedown on the edge of the mat, and
it's going to stand.
It's going to stand, yeah, at 4-0. And now
he's going to let him up. Optional start makes it 4-1.
Yeah, 4-1. 50 seconds to go. Second period, 2:85. So a little bit of action there.
That takedown by Spires, as you were trying to explain it, Gary, that we call that the wide receiver toe tap. And trying to catch the ball and keep your feet in bounds. That's exactly what Spires looked like on that takedown.
Yeah.
But it counts. Hey, if your feet are in bounds, your opponent can be totally out of bounds, and it counts as a takedown. That was a good call by the referee. The Sheffield coach challenged it, but the referee held the call, and it was the right call. 4-1 lead for Wilson Spires of General McLean.
And that was, as you saw, it was about the third time that he tried that, and he finally got it to work right at the right time. So 19 seconds left, and it's a 4-1 lead for Spires of General McLean. Both wrestlers, again, on their feet. 15 seconds to go. Center of the ring. Here's Wilson Spires driving with that underhook. Now, back out of bounds they go.
Well, there's more action now than there was in the first period. These guys are getting a little bit fired up. Just taking them almost a full 4 minutes to do so.
Right. Wilson Spires seems to be a little bit more comfortable now as the clock runs out there at doing some moves, because that first period was just, feeling each other out, and I think he's got it figured out that he's the more aggressive one. Dana Campbell will choose to go down and comes up to a 4-point, now up to his feet, but when he comes up, Wilson Spires grabs his leg and is able to trip him back down and riding on top now. Up to a 4-point and back up to his feet, and finally Wilson cuts him loose for a 1-point escape, making the score 4-2. And they're near the edge of the mat, and Spires are going to drive him off the edge of the mat again. So they'll come back to the center. 4-2 is the score here. 1:35 left on the clock. 285 pounds. Wilson Spires with the lead. 4-2.
Both these guys, body shape-wise, are true heavyweights as well.
Now there's another stall called on Campbell, and he's awarded another point, making the score 5-2. Wilson Spires picking up his second stalling point.
Campbell trying to go on the offense here a little bit, but it was not really much of an attempt. Spires definitely the aggressor here now. And again, we mentioned Spires ranked 12th in the state, Campbell unranked. So Spires definitely the favored wrestler here, and so far holding true with a 5-2 lead with 50 seconds to go.
And Spires drives Campbell back out of bounds. He'll come back to the center again. We got 46 seconds left in the third period here at 285 pounds.
Just another reminder, we started at 172, so we still have lots of wrestling left here tonight. After the heavyweights, we'll wrap back around to the 106-pounders and work our way through to 160 where we finish the night. Scoreboard went down. Someone must have tripped over a cord down there. So what happened there was the referee caught it. I don't know if the scoreboard came unplugged or what happened. It did. They're plugging it back in. So someone's foot must have caught the cord and went totally blank. The clock, the score, everything. And so they had to stop the action for that. But what we have is a, what do we have? A 5-1, I believe. Last point.
5-2.
5-2. 26 seconds left, as you can see on the scoreboard as it comes back on.
And he must have been the one that tripped on the plug, because he's... Anyway, here we go. 20 seconds left, and finally Campbell tries a shot to no avail, and Wilson Spires is able to swing behind and take him down for the 2-point takedown. 9 seconds to go. We're working right on the edge of the line. Actually, Campbell's inbounds and Spires is out of bounds, and that's going to be the end of the match. It's a 7-2 final score for Wilson Spires of General McLean over Dana Campbell of Sheffield.
So once again, Bears repeating. We've 4 matches in, 4 champions, all out of District 10. And all decisions as well. So that does it for our heavyweights. We'll take a break. We'll be back for the lightweights. You're listening to High School Wrestling here on the WGRP Sports Network.
In 6th place from Hopewell, Adam Ware. In 5th place from Penn Valley, Holland Lumber. In 4th place from Red Bank Valley, Carson Russell.
Okay, I don't think we went to a commercial, Gary, so I guess we'll just keep it right here. And we'll talk about our 106-pounders coming up. We have a junior wrestling from Cockerton here at 106 pounds, Kyle Lance. Kyle is 15-5 on the year. Career record of 54 and 25. He is a 2-time regional qualifier and a section champ at 113 pounds last year. His opponent here at 106 will be Elijah Brocious out of Cranberry. Elijah is a freshman with a record of 22 and 4. He has 3 tournaments under his belt this year. He took 5th at the Midwinter Mayhem Tournament, 3rd at the Tri-State Scuffle, and was a champion at the, looks like, Nurse Pro in Morgantown, West Virginia. So we have the freshman Brocious out of Cranberry and the junior Lance out of Cockerton. So we have another District 10 wrestler here taking on a District 9 wrestler, Cranberry out of District 9. Both these guys, AA, both these guys ranked in the state. Lance of Cockerton ranked 20th, and Brocious of Cranberry ranked 23rd. So looks like a well-even match here at 109. The only difference is their ages. Brocious a freshman, Lance a junior.
Okay, it's a nice takedown there by Brocious. He leads 2-0. Now on her feet in for the escape is Lance. Now Lance is in on a leg. got a leg. He scores his takedown. He'll lead.
Well, it's 3-2 already.
Yeah.
Brocious is in the red ankle band.
Yeah, it's Lance of Cockerton is on the bottom right now, and Brocious on the top. Brocious leads 4-3. With a minute and 5 left to go, or I should have said 40 seconds. I'm looking at the top number. 44 seconds left to go. Clock's running, and Brocious of Cranberry riding tough on top. Lance will come to his knees, try to sit out and turn, but Brocious is able to break him back down to the mat. And we had a flurry there for a while. It's a 4-3 score in favor of Brocious of Cranberry.
Again, both these guys very close in size, close in state rankings, close in ability. So we should have a good match on our hands here at 106 pounds, championship finals.
That's going to be the end of the first period.
Brocious of Cranberry, he's wearing the, I guess you would call that a gray maroonish singlet. He does have the red ankle band, and Lance of Cockerton in the white singlet with the red stripes. We say that so if you are watching the live stream on the Grove City Wrestling Boosters YouTube page, you know who's who.
Lance trying to get to his feet, and he does, but Brocious is able to break him back down. Brocious riding tough on top. Brocious has the leg laced on the near side.
All decisions here so far in the finals. All matches going the distance, all being decided by less than 8 points difference. If you're new to wrestling or not sure how the scoring works, if you win a match, it's called a decision. If you win by more than 8 points, it's a major decision. If you win by more than 15 points, it's a technical fall. And then, of course, a fall is a pin. And that all matters in the team race as well. We told you coming in that Cockerton is standing in 7th place coming into the championship finals. And it's a nice little surprise there.
Well, he put a half in there and he ran that. He's got Lance on his back. That's in there pretty tight. Lance trying to swerve back and forth, and that's it. There's the fall.
That fall coming in 3 minutes and 24 seconds. 3:24 is the time on the fall. So that'll be our first fall of the finals, and it is Elijah Brocious out of Cranberry picking up the fall over Kyle Lance of Cockerton. So our first non-D10 champion, but we'll take it out of District 9, still in the Northwest region. And we'll take another break, and we'll be back for the 113-pound championship finals. You're listening to High School Wrestling on the WGRP Sports Network.
We turn our attention to women for over 285 pounds. In 8th place, from McDowell, Jack Rock. Second place from Sheffield, Dana Campbell.
Welcome back as we go into the championship finals at 113 pounds. We have junior Colin Bartley out of Laurel. He is 18-6 on the year, 73-28 on his career. He was a state qualifier back in 2020, and a long list of tournament accreditations to his credit. And his opponent here at 113 will be Darius McMillan out of Peters Township, a freshman with a record of 19-2. He did take second at the Southmoreland Holiday Tournament this year, as well as a third place finish at the Chartiers Houston Invitational. So once again, it's freshman Darius McMillan, Peters Township. They are out of District 7 AAA. And Colin Bartley, a junior out of Laurel, which is a AA here in Pennsylvania. McMillan is ranked 20th in the state. Bartley is not ranked. And it'll be underway here at 113 pounds.
Yeah, here we go, 113 pounds now. Just outside the center ring. And Bartley takes a shot, but they go out of bounds.
And McMillan is in the red anklet, the red and white singlet, and Bartley in the green singlet with the green anklet. Makes it easy when their singlets are red and green.
And both wrestlers wrestling out of bounds again. We'll come back to the center with 1:33 on the clock.
And again, if you're watching the Grove City Wrestling Boosters live stream on YouTube, they do have the scoreboard up imposed on the screen, so you can follow along as well. Another reason why we're explaining the ankle bands and the singlets to you, so you can see and know what's going on and which wrestlers scoring points. Started out the championship finals here at 172. We've wrapped around to 113.
McMillan's able to snag a leg of Bartley right near the edge of the mat to see if he can turn it into a takedown, but Bartley counters with this wizard, and if he's able to get to his feet with that wizard, he may not be able to give up a takedown. And there they go, edge of the mat now. And still no points awarded for either one.
Well, we definitely won't have a District 10 champion here at 113 pounds, Gary. So both these wrestlers are out of District 7.
Well, Bartley tried to show some tremendous balance, but eventually gave in to McMillan, and McMillan gets the takedown and leads 2-0 with 9 seconds to go in this first period. There's tremendous balance shown by Bartley for the longest time there, as McMillan was just working and working to get that takedown, but he finally was able to get it and lead 2-0. So that's the end of the first period.
Well, going back to 106 pounds, Brocious, who was a winner by fall, was a freshman taking on the junior Kyle Lance. We have another similar situation here. McMillan, the freshman at 113, and Bartley, a junior. And McMillan leading 2-0 going into the second period. So far the freshmen are showing some dominance here in the later weights.
And McMillan on the bottom. Bartley trying to put a wing in. McMillan comes to his feet. Bartley around the waist, and finally he cuts him. So it's a 3-0 lead. Now Bartley tries a leg shot, but it was countered by McMillan. Now Bartley's able to snag the leg of McMillan. He's got the leg at the knee.
I think McMillan had a whizzer thrown in there and got the stalemate out of it.
Got the stalemate out of it.
It's hard to tell from this angle, but 1:20 on the clock here as Bartley composes himself and gets back to the middle.
So 3-0 for Darius McMillan, the freshman. Here's Bartley in with another leg shot. He just is having trouble finishing it.
Oh, Merkel by McMillan. And it looked like Bartley, he was in the exact same position as what they called the stalemate on, but this time McMillan throws that Merkel in, and no one has scored yet, but they're working towards another stalemate here if nobody moves. Well, maybe not. Wow, he's got him on his back now. McMillan has Bartley on his back. He didn't even get the takedown yet, but I think they did give it to him. Near side cradle, and it's tight.
And he's only posted on that right elbow, and
So they did give him
he
the
rolls
takedown
through. He
then.
rolls through. Now the back points are awarded at 9-0.
Yeah, 3-point near fall, takedown, and an escape in the second period.
Now they change it to 8. So 10 seconds, running clock. McMillan working from the top position. He's totally in control of the match now, 8-0. Second period coming to an end. It's Darius McMillan, the freshman, with an 8-0 lead over Colin Bartley of Laurel.
And that 8 points is correct. They had it wrong on the scoreboard momentarily, but they've corrected it. McMillan had a takedown in the first period, a takedown in the second period after an escape, and then a 3-point near fall as we start the third.
And McMillan signaling for something.
Blood time. He was pointing to his nose. He's got blood coming out of his nose, so we're on the blood time clock here. Darius McMillan just underway here in the third period with a dominating 8-0 match so far over the junior Colin Bartley of Laurel. And again, I'm going to repeat, going back to the previous championship match of 106, it was the freshman Brocious of Cranberry, winner by fall over the junior Lance of Cockernan. So these freshmen at 106 and 113 are dominating their opponents who are juniors at the lighter weights. And you had mentioned earlier in the broadcast, Gary, only 6 seniors total in tonight's championship finals. So we're seeing basically an underclassman dominant showing here at the Fred Bell tournament this year. Very exciting for the future of wrestling here. And really we're represented by teams across this region. District 7, District 9, and District 10 are very well represented here at the Fred Bell tournament this year, AAA and AA. So good things to come here for the sport of high school wrestling as we're back underway here with just only 7 seconds off the clock here in the third period.
Yeah, and McMillan's in another shot, deep shot on the leg. He's got a nice shot on that leg, and he picks it way up and drives into Bartley. Bartley gives up the takedown, and he'll take a 10-0 lead now, wrestling near the edge of the mat.
Bartley's going to call. Injury time. Yeah, that mat return was very, very forceful when McMillan brought him
wrist
down, and you could hear it. Yeah, he hit hard, and that's not a I need a minute to catch my breath injury. He's hurt.
It looks like a wrist injury of some sort.
Yeah, that got him good. I'm guessing it. I can't say for sure, and I didn't see very clearly, but my best guesstimate would be on that mat return, Bartley tried to post a hand, and he just got crunched underneath. While we have a little bit of an injury time, we can talk about how these guys got to the finals. McMillan, he's on a tear. He's pinned everybody he's wrestled in this tournament. Pinned his opponent in the quarterfinals in the first period, pinned his opponent in the semifinals in the first period. That was Shane Simpson of Pine Richland. So McMillan has all first period falls here at 113 pounds as a freshman. Bartley also was winner by fall in all of his matches. He beat Daniel Evans in the semifinals of Red Bank. So both these guys, McMillan and Bartley, as the action resumes here, have pinned all their opponents to get to the finals.
Well, Bartley started from the bottom position on the restart here, and we're working really close to the edge of the mat. McMillan trying to drag Bartley back into the mat, and he does, but then they back out of bounds they go with a minute and 9 seconds left in the third period. Bartley continues to grab it, his wrist on occasions. Up to his feet goes Bartley. McMillan goes to break him back down. McMillan staying under the arm. He's got a leg in on the near side and under the near arm, which is what he's using for the breakdown. .45 seconds left, third period. He leads 10-0.
You know, looking back through these brackets in previous matches, these guys wrestled to get to the finals. You had to win 3 or 4 matches out of 34 teams to get to the finals. But here at 113 pounds, there was only 14 entries. So these guys have each only wrestled twice leading up to the finals, and as I mentioned, both winner by falls in all their matches leading up to. But only 14 entries here at 113 out of 34 teams in the tournament.
Okay, McMillan riding tough on top. There's only 10 seconds, clock's running, and McMillan in total control. He's got a wing in and a leg on the far side, and that's going to be the end of the match. So total dominance by Darius McMillan, the freshman from Peters Township. Final score, 10-0.
Well, that's 2 matches in a row that we didn't have a District 10 champion, but I guarantee you we have one at 120 because both wrestlers out of District 10. We'll preview that after we come back from this commercial break. You're listening to High School Wrestling on the WGRP Sports Network.
Davey Brady. In 7th place, from General McLean, Keith Berger. In 6th place, from Peters Township, Isaac Myers. In 5th place, from Franklin, Cale Daly. In 4th place, from Penn Valley, Jack Garland. In 3rd place, from Northwestern, Sierra Shiza. In 2nd place, from Hawkinson, Kyle Lane. And for 106-pound Red Belt champion from Cranberry High School, Elijah Brocius. On the mat at 120 pounds, he's a junior from McDowell High School. He's got a season through March of 14 wins and 3 losses.
Welcome back. You're listening to the championship finals. We're live at Grove City High School, bringing you the 38th annual Fred Bell Wrestling Tournament. I'm Steve Williams, along with Gary Vargas. We started at 172 pounds, bringing you tonight's action. And so far, out of 6 matches, we have 4 District 10 champions, 1 District 9 champion, and 1 District 7 champion. But here at 120 pounds, we have 2 wrestlers out of District 10, albeit 1 AA and 1 AAA. The AAA wrestler will be Logan Salat. He's out of McDowell High School, a junior. He's 14-3 on the year, 50-16 on his career. He is a returning Fred Bell champion in a 2021 state qualifier. His opponent out of Cache is Hunter Gold. Gold is a sophomore. He is 19-0 on the year, 38-5 on his career. He was a state qualifier last year as well as a section champ. So very, very good matchup here. Salat, McDowell, Gold of Cache. Gold is ranked 9th in the state. Salat ranked 17th in the state at AAA, Gold AA.
So we pick it up at 120 left in the first period, no score. Salat comes in with an underhook on the right-hand side.
Salat is wearing the red ankle band with the white singlet, and Gold is the black singlet with the blue.
57 seconds ago. Gold with the shot, blocked by Salat. Both wrestlers tied up with just outside the circle, trying to work back into the center circle now. Salat circles. Gold drops down to his knee, so Salat drops down to his knee. Back up to their feet, they go, facing each other, center of the mat.
17 state qualifiers in the finals. These are 2 of them, both state qualifiers last year as well. So very, very talented matchup here at 120 pounds out of District 10. Again, Hunter Gold of Cache is AA, Logan Salat of McDowell. The red ankle band is AAA.
Neither wrestler likes to be caught, any kind of a tie position as the first period comes to an end with no score. It'll be Salat's choice. He defers to Gold, who will go down to start the second period.
Salat's last 2 matches were won by just 2 points. 9-7 winner in the semifinals over Dominic Ferrero.
Gold comes to his feet and Salat just lets him go for the 1-point escape.
Prior to that, back in the quarterfinals, Salat was a 5-2 winner over Colton Shunk. chunk out of Penns Valley.
So it's Gold with the 1-0 lead on that escape. They're tied up again with 1:32 to go.
Gold, on the other hand, has pretty much dominated all his matches. He was a major decision winner in the semis over Cole Bish out of Red Bank, and a technical fall winner in the quarterfinals over.
And that was a nice move by Gold. Is he able to take Salat down for the takedown?
I would say Gold is probably the favored wrestler here, but it's hard to compare AA and AAA when you look at rankings and so forth. But just looking at the dominant performance Hunter Gold has had in this tournament compared to the 2-point margins that Salat has had, I would say that Gold is probably the favorite when you look at the scoring and the aggressiveness. But we'll see. It should be a great match. Just a 3-0 lead here for Gold in the second period.
Gold riding on top with 30 seconds to go in the second period. He leads 3-0.
Referee Eric Mount getting him set to restart with 29 seconds to go here in the second period.
Not much of a move on the bottom by Salat, who's able to come to his feet, however. And Gold stays in control. Dives back after both of his legs and is able to get Salat to his stomach again with 10 seconds to go. Nice riding on top. He has Salat broken absolutely flat on the mat with not much movement going on as the period runs out. So at the end of two periods, it's Hunter Gold, the sophomore, over Logan Salat, the junior from McDowell.
Yeah, I look for some heavy action here in the third period. I look for Gold to try and be a little bit more aggressive than Salat here in the third. He's been pretty methodical so far. He's been dominating here throughout the Fred Bell tournament.
So we start the third period in a neutral position, both on their feet. And just outside the ring, Salat tries to take a shot, but it's blocked by Gold.
Gold has not lost a match yet this year. Comes into this matchup at 19-0.
And they wrestle out of bounds. 1:19 to go. A 3-0 lead for Hunter Gold. Come back to the center. Both wrestlers on their feet. There's the whistle, and they're off. Both wrestlers drop down to one knee. Now they come back up, face each other. Underhook by Gold, collar tied by Salat.
Both these guys have enough mat awareness. I don't anticipate anything crazy happening here in the third period. I do look for Hunter Gold to probably try and secure another takedown just to feel comfortable with the lead, add to his 3-point lead he has now, but I also look for Salat to try and get a takedown and get back into this match, but he's running out of time with 45 seconds to go.
Right. Salat circles, fake, head fake. Touch and go, nothing, collar tie, nothing happening.
Kind of expected to see Gold make a shot there, but when he drops down, I don't like it when wrestlers drop down to that one knee. I think it just, I think that should be
there's a
stalled.
shot by Gold, and he's stepping to hook the leg. Doesn't have the 2 points yet.
Yeah, but he's comfortable there. He's gonna get a stalemate.
But he doesn't need to do anything else but stay right there. Now he hooks the leg, drives him to his hip.
It's going to get a potentially dangerous. Yeah. Salat reached around and grabbed the toes of Gold and kind of brought him in, and that's a potentially dangerous hold, and that'll stop the action every time.
Salat makes a desperate dive off the whistle. He gets warned for the false start. Now he just does it again off the whistle. Oh, now he just leaps at him.
He tried to jump over top of him. But hey, you got to try something. You're down by 3. You know a takedown doesn't win it. You got to pretty hard to take down a quality opponent and put him to his back in 3 seconds. So you had to try something. Hey, it's better than just standing there and giving up.
So a 3-0 win for Hunter Gold. The sophomore from Conneaut area over Logan Salas, Jr. from McDowell.
Okay, we'll take another break. We'll be back for our championship matchup at 126. And you are listening to High School Wrestling on the WGRP Sports Network.
In sixth place, from Red Bank Valley, Daniel Evans. In fifth place, from Cranberry, Mike Stanley. In fourth place, from Northeast, Connor Kimmey. In third place, from Pine Richland, Shane Simpson. In second place, from Laurel, Colin Bartley. And your 113-pound champion from Peters Township High School.
Welcome back to Grove City High School. We're broadcasting live the championship finals of the 38th annual Fred Bell Wrestling Tournament. I'm Steve Williams along with Gary Vargo. Gary, we've broadcasted a lot of matches in the past, and if anyone knows us, they know we like good names. And we have a good one here at 126 out of Cambridge Springs High School, Gunnar Gage. That's our name of the tournament.
That's a good one.
All right, Gunner's a junior. He's 16-2 on the year. Career record is 75-21. He is a two-time regional qualifier and a 2022 Grove City champion. His opponent's going to be Anthony Ferrero out of Pine Richland. Pine Richland's out of District 7. They are a AAA school. Ferrero is a junior, and he is 20-3 on the year, 68-13 as a career. He was a section champ last year, as well as a Greco-Roman state runner-up. State rankings have Gunnar Gage at 23 in AA and Anthony Ferraro at 15 in AAA. Ferraro is wearing the red ankle band. Both singlets are dark, but Ferraro has the red ankle band and the white stripe around the waist.
Anthony Ferraro was in deep on that shot, and he has awarded a 2-point takedown right near the edge of the mat. No go out of bounds with 1:31 left in the first period. So it's a 1-0 lead for Anthony Ferraro over Gunnar Gage.
So if you're watching on the Grove City Wrestling Boosters live stream, both singlets are dark, almost the same identical color. The difference is that Anthony Ferraro of Pine Richland has the white stripe around his waist, and he's also wearing the red ankle band and leading 2-1 or 2-0.
Looks like Chris Straub out there refereeing.
Yes, I believe it is.
And Anthony Ferraro from Pine Richland is coached by Caleb Kolb,
Yeah.
a familiar name.
All right. State champ from Grove City. Greenville went down and wrestled Pine Richland this year.
Oh, he's got a near side cradle put on, Ferrero does, on Gunnar Gage, and Gage is able to break out of it and right on the edge of the mat.
Funny how those familiar names never go away when you think Grove City Wrestling and you think Caleb Kolb and Wes Phipps, the current Grove City coach. Those two fed off each other in the practice room.
And down there by the one table, I saw Tom Tomio.
Yeah, another very name synonymous with Grove City Wrestling. All former state champions we're talking about.
So it's still a 2-0 lead for Anthony Ferraro. 30 seconds to go in the first period. Connor Gage will be down. That down position working for Cambridge Springs. Ferraro has a double wrist tie, 2-on-1 underneath with a leg in, working on top to break Gage down.
Pretty low action affair here so far, but we're getting a face ripped there, and that's
he just ripped his neck and jaw to the side, and
that's a point. That's a penalty point for. You can't do that. You can hit a hard crossface, but you can't use your fingers to grip the chin and rip the head around.
Unless you're on WWE.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so 1 point penalty awarded to Gunnar Gage. He'll start from the bottom of the second period and try to work up. Anthony Ferraro on top. When the referee, when Straube told him about that neck looked like a jaw wrench or something,
Yeah.
he'd give him the old thumbs up. He knew what he was talking about.
He knew what he did.
He's working with a leg in now on top is Anthony Ferraro of Pine Richland.
Yeah, Ferraro definitely looks like the wrestler in control so far in this match at 126. Again, it's AAA versus AA here, and so far the AAA wrestler in control and dominating. Score's only 2-1, but you can tell just by watching that you have a suspicion he's going to score some more. And as I say that, Gage gets out.
Gage comes out and puts in
No
a whizzer.
points, though.
No points. And
Yep.
yeah, he still had the ankle. Ferraro still had the ankle, so he was able to break him back down.
Yeah, so it looked like Gage was going to get a 1-point escape there, and it looked like Ferraro was going to score, but really all he does is maintains control, so no points were exchanged, and we're right back to where we started.
Ferraro likes to work on that wrist. He's got the wrist trapped underneath.
35 seconds to go here in the second period. Ferraro leading Gage 2-1,
Now he's going to tilt him. He's got him tilted.
and he's getting backwards. Just riding legs around the waist, tight gut, rolls him over, tilts him, picks up a 3-point near fall, extends his lead now, does Anthony Ferraro to 5-1 with 12 seconds to go here in the second period over Gunnar Gage of Cambridge Springs.
Now he's got the wrist trapped across the back, and he's kind of using it to ride with, and the clock's going to run out here. So Anthony Ferraro with a 5-1 lead going into the third period. He's going to work from his feet. So third period, both wrestlers up on their feet, and Ferraro looking to control the arm and try to spin from behind.
Ferraro's been dominating.
Now he goes with that to a leg and is able to pick the leg and take him down for the takedown to get 2 points. So he leads now 7-1. Go ahead, Steve.
I was just going to say, Ferraro's been dominating in this tournament, winner by fall, winner by technical fall, and then he received a forfeit in the semifinals. Gunnar Gage, on the other hand, he had a tough match back in the quarterfinals. He was a 4-2 winner over Trenton Rogers of Titusville, so good District 10 matchup there between Gunnar Gage and Trenton Rogers, but Gage was victorious, and then a winner by fall in the semifinals.
Okay, they'll go off the mat now with 1 minute and 2 seconds left in this third period. I'll tell you what, it's Anthony Ferraro he's going to cut him for a point.
It'll make it 8-1.
No, 7-2.
Or 7-2, I'm sorry.
7-2, but I was going to say there he's in for a leg shot now. He's taking that leg pretty easily now, is Anthony Ferraro.
Well, he's close to giving up a defensive pin here.
And there's the takedown, so he's able to spin from behind, and he may cut him again. Yeah, he does. He's up for one, so 9-3 now, 9-3. 35 seconds left to go, and they go out of bounds. They come back to the center. I was going to say, Anthony Ferraro, pretty tough on top, riding that wrist. He goes 2-on-1. He'll pull that wrist out.
He's going to hit him with another penalty point here. When he reached up to grab the head of Gunnar Gage, he slapped him on the back of the neck, a little forceful, and referee Chris Straub says, no, that's rough again. That's another penalty point.
Yeah, now Ferraro in with a double leg, gets the takedown. 11-4 now, riding on top. He's gonna. It looks like he wants to cut him again and keep taking him down, but then he never releases fully.
Yeah, but he did get the escape and promptly the takedown.
13-5 now as the clock runs up. So it's going to be Anthony Ferraro, your winner at 126 pounds, by a score of 13-5 over Gunnar Gage of Cambridge Springs.
In that last let him up, take him down did give him the major decision for what it's worth here in a tournament anyhow. Anthony Ferraro looked very, very tough in that match at 126 as he wins the championship finals match over Gunnar Gage. We'll take a break. We'll be back for our championship matchup at 132. You're listening to High School Wrestling here on the WGRP Sports Network.
Anthony Orlandini. In fifth place from Redneck Valley, Cole Fish. In fourth place from Penn Valley, Colton Shunk. In third place from Pine Richland, Dominic Ferraro. In second place from McDowell, Logan Salas. And your 120-pound Fredville champion from Conneaut Area High School, Hunter Gold. Now on the mat at 132 pounds, he is a senior from Moon High School with a season record of 22 wins to 1 loss, an overall record of 92 wins and 24 losses. He is a 2-time section runner-up, a 2-time NAC champ, and is a 2022 South Orleans Tournament champ.
Welcome back, wrestling fans. We welcome you to Grove City High School in the 38th annual Fred Bell Wrestling Tournament. I'm Steve Williams along with Gary Vargo. Thank you for joining us tonight. We do have a live stream coinciding with our broadcast being brought to you by the Grove City Wrestling Boosters on their live stream YouTube channel. So you can tune into that and watch and listen to the WGRP broadcast as we are in the 132-pound weight class now. We started the tournament at 172, so a handful of matches left here this evening. District 7 just crowned its second champion of the night after Anthony Ferraro of Pine Richland was a major decision winner over Gunnar Gage of Cambridge Springs. At 132 pounds, we have Kyvon Grace. He is a senior out of Moon, District 11, so it's the first time we're seeing District 11 show up here in the championships. And he's taking on Peter Chacon of Montour, another D7 wrestler. Chacon of Montour is AA, Grace of Moon, AAA. The Moon wrestler Kyvon Grace is ranked 10th in the state. Chacon is not ranked.
And we pick this up with 1:13 left in the first period. No score. Chacon shoots in on a leg of Grace. Grace counters with a wizard near the edge of the mat. And Chacon still has the leg. He's trying to pull Grace in. Grace wanted to jump out of bounds, but when he went to do that, Chacon grabbed the other leg, and the referee awarded the 2 points right as he landed out of bounds. So it's a 2-0 lead for Peter Chacon of Montour.
Standing Granby roll by Grace. I think he picked up. He gave him the reversal there, and then a take.
That was confusing. He's like waving something off, and then.
Either way, they
telling the other ref to go.
They did. They gave him a takedown, then they took it back.
Right.
So it's 2-0 still in favor of Peter Chacon. What happened was a standing Granby roll, and it looked like a reversal. And the referee gave him the points, but then Chacon came out on top. So he could have gave him a reversal and a reversal, but he just waved off the 2 points, and we're still back to 2-0.
2-0, right. So Keyshawn Grace working from the bottom position as 21 seconds remain in this first period. He comes to his feet, there's caution. The caution will be on Keyshawn Grace.
Is that 2 in a row? Anyhow,
and they're off. Keyshawn Grace trying to Granby roll out of there, and he gets caught on his back.
Wow, Peter Chacon
is back, and Chacon is
back.
just like digging his chin into his chest there to try and chin him down closer to the mat. He's got only 2 seconds left though, so he's gonna.
Oh, he hit it with the buzzer! Oh my! They're gonna talk about that. The clock was showing 0 when the ref slapped the mat, and I think they're gonna let it stand. They're looking at the head table for a minute. obviously the
They're
moon,
letting it stand.
the moon coach, and they are going to let it stand. So that fall comes. I don't know if you call that 1:59, Gary, or you call it 2 minutes. The clock was on zero when the referee slapped the mat. So I think you have to call it 1:59. And I was getting ready. I think Grace was just upset there. Grace only has one loss on the year, 22-1, Southmoreland tournament champion, ranked 10th in the state at AAA, and he just got decked by Peter Chacon of unranked Peter Chacon of Montour.
Unranked.
So I would say that's definitely the upset of the tournament so far right there.
Yeah.
And Chacon looked tough. Grace was a wily wrestler. He was all over the place, rolling and doing standing Granby rolls, hitting switches into Granbys and all kinds of stuff. And Chacon just caught him in the middle of one of those roll attempts and decked him. And big win there by Peter Chacon over Kyvon Grace. So that'll take us to our 138-pound match. But first, we'll take another break and remind you, you're listening to High School Wrestling here on the WGRP Sports Network.
In second place from Tampa Springs, Gunnar Gage. And your 126-pound champion from Pine Ridge High School, Anthony Ferraro. Now on the mat at 138 pounds is a freshman with a career intermediate mark of 16 wins and 2 losses. Is a 3-time JOBNW state place winner, Grove City's own Cody Hamilton.
Okay, wrestling fans, if you're a Grove City fan, we are live from Grove City High School at the Fred Bell Tournament, and we have a Grove City wrestler in the finals here at 138. State-ranked freshman wrestler Cody Hamilton in the finals. However, he has his work cut out for him as he's wrestling number 1 ranked in the state, senior out of Harbor Creek, Connor Pierce. Pierce has 3 state medals under his belt, a 4th and 2 7ths, and definitely the favorite here in this match. But Grove City has a promising upcoming freshman here in Cody Hamilton, Gary.
Right, and you can tell this is going to be a match here because both wrestlers are like really countering each other like really well. Going into a tie, then trying a shrug, and then back into another tie, another shrug, and then it just goes on and on. And I mean, it's like we just turned the radio station, the speed of it up to from 33 RPMs to 78.
Yeah.
You know?
Pierce is undefeated, 24-0 on the year. His career record 126-17.
They finally awarded takedown to Pierce, and he's going to cut him. So it's now 2-1. Pierce is really aggressive. I mean, he just goes from one thing into the other. It's like non-stop motion right here, and he drives Cody Hamilton off the mat.
Well, Pierce obviously the favorite here, ranked number 1 in the state at this weight class, senior versus freshman. But Cody Hamilton showing some promise here against the very, very tough Connor Pierce of Harbor Creek, who is in the orange singlet and the green anklet. Hamilton of Grove City, of course, in the yellow and black.
Well, he's definitely holding his own.
Yes. Pretty good looking freshman there for the Grove City Eagles.
Yeah.
Connor Pierce might be one of the toughest wrestlers in this tournament as he picks up another takedown and leads now 4-1. The other we'll see in our final match of the night, Grant McKay. He's actually a defending state champion out of Laurel. He'll be our final match of the night. So 2 number 1 ranked wrestlers in the state, and we're seeing in the championship finals here at this tournament, and we're seeing one of them right now in Connor Pierce of Harbor Creek taking on Cody Hamilton of Grove City.
And we're going to get ready to start the second period. It's a 4-1 lead for Connor Pierce of Harbor Creek.
Pierce gets hit with a caution to start the second period, jump the whistle a little quickly.
And there's the whistle, and Pierce is up. Connor tries to bring him right back down to the mat, and he does. They're right on the edge of the mat. Pierce comes to his feet, and off the mat they go.
This is one of those matches for Cody Hamilton that you got nothing to lose here. You are not expected to win this match. You're a freshman taking on a #1 ranked kid in the state as a senior. So you got to leave it all out on the mat. Try anything and everything here and show them what you got.
And Pierce is like lightning quick from the bottom. I mean, he comes up to his feet. It's a flash, and he's up on his feet. Referee calls potentially dangerous as he comes to his feet, and Hamilton had a half in at the time, and they go back down, so Pierce will back reset. Now he's back to his feet just that quick, and around the waist is Hamilton. He is able to bring him down to the mat. As soon as he does, Pierce is right back up to his feet. Hamilton trying everything to get him down to the mat. Now he throws a leg in to try and break him down, and he made a mistake there.
Pierce just stepped over on the mat return and
caught him, and he's putting him right on his back.
Minute 13 on the clock, and Hamilton's in trouble.
He's in trouble. Yeah, there. Oh, he's able to roll through now. Oh, there it is.
He's going to get the fall.
Yeah, the fall.
That fall's going to come at 3 minutes.
You could tell how deep that was, and he wasn't going to be able to allow that. But
There was no shame there for Cody Hamilton. You just got beat by the #1 ranked kid in the state, but you were only down by 3 points in the second period when the fall happened. Hamilton looks tough. Grove City's got something going there with that freshman.
right.
So that was our local flavor match of the night. Doesn't matter who won that one. We got a District 10 champion again.
Yeah.
As District 7 was making a little bit of a charge. They had won a few in a row, and but District 10 gets back on the board with another one at 138. We'll take a break. We'll be back for our championship finals at 145. You're listening to High School Wrestling on the WGRP Sports Network.
In seventh place from Titusville, Nate Stern. In sixth place from Glendale, George Campbell. In fifth place from DuBois, Brennan Ford. In fourth place from Cockerton, Jack Martinek. In third place from Bell Vernon, Cole Doppelhauer.
Where he's from.
In second place from Moon, Kevon Grace. And your 132-pound champion from Montour High School, Peter Chabot.
Welcome back, wrestling fans. We're live from Grove City High School, bringing you the championship finals here at the 38th annual Fred Bell Wrestling Tournament. I'm Steve Williams, along with Gary Vargo. We started tonight's action at 172. Just about 3 matches left here as we go into the 145-pound weight class. We do have a local wrestler out there, Colin Summers of Sharpsville. He's a sophomore, a regional qualifier last year, ranked 13th in the state this year, and he's taken on another AA state-ranked wrestler out of Penns Valley, District 6, Ty Watson, another sophomore, and he is ranked 10th in the state. So we got 2 AA wrestlers. Watson of Penns Valley ranked 10th in the state. Summers of Sharpsville ranked 13th in the state. Both sophomores, both 3 points away in the state rankings. We have an even Steven finals here, Gary, for these 2 going at it. Summers from Sharpsville in the white singlet and the red ankle band. Watson is undefeated. He is 25-0 on the year, and Summers is 22-2. So combined record for these 2 guys, 47 wins to 2 losses between these 2, Watson and Summers. Again, very, very evenly matched up on paper. So we'll see how that translates to the mat here as we have a 2-0 lead in favor of Summers of Sharpsville here in the first period, 1:20 to go.
Now that's Ty Watson.
Oh, I'm sorry, I said that backwards, didn't I?
Yeah, Ty Watson has the 2-0 lead. He got the takedown right on the edge of the mat there. There's 1:10 left in the first period.
I was just used to seeing the white and blue Sharpsville singlets, so I got mixed up there. My apologies.
And back in the day, that's looked like what their singlet looked like.
So Watson is in the white singlet with the blue stripes and the red anklet, and he's leading 2-0 just to straighten that back out. Summers in the navy blue singlet with the Blue Devil insignia.
Yeah, Summers trying to work something from the bottom. Watson has a wing in on the one side, Then he steps over the head with that wing still in, but it's going to bend the arm back too far, so they call it potentially dangerous. 26 seconds left in this first period. We're at 1:45. Two sophomores, Ty Watson of Penns Valley.
It's about as evenly matched on paper as a finals match that we've seen so far. Obviously, pulling for the hometown guy here, Colin Summers of Sharpsville, and he's on his back.
Yeah. Well,
time ran out.
Time
Saved
run out,
by the bell. Colin Summers was.
Matter of fact, because of the time left, he was only able to get 2 back points as opposed to 3, as the clock runs out. Now
So
it'll be, looks like
There's blood time.
Blood time,
The referee called blood, and that's going to be on Summers. So what happened there, following the takedown by Watson in the first period, he put Summers on his back right as there was about 2 seconds on the clock. Time expired, and he only had enough time to pick up a 2-point near fall, but he does lead 4-0. We're on blood time right now, but Watson leads Summers 4-0 as we approach the second period. And now both wrestlers coming back to the center, getting ready for the restart. No coin toss has been held yet, but Summers of Sharpsville, he was a winner 11-7 in the semifinals over Reese Chakas of Kane, and Watson was winner by fall over Kyle Cousins of General McLean back in the semifinals. So that's how they got to the finals, and we have the blood cleaned up almost. We have a little bit more maintenance to do on the mat, but the wrestlers are in the center ready to go. And we'll start the second period with Watson starting from the bottom.
So we got Summers riding on top. Watson tried to sit out. It gets back to his base. Summers of Sharpsville try to cross face the arm. The arm is caught by Watson.
We've been seeing a lot of co-ops in high school sports this year. Sharpsville and West Middlesex got together in football this year, and Summers was I believe the starting varsity quarterback for that squad, who had some success as a sophomore.
Summers from Sharpsville just riding with a tight waist right now.
A minute to go in the second period, 4-0 Ty Watson over Colin Summers.
Now he's kind of losing control, and he does. He gives up a reversal to Watson. Watson will lead now 6-0. Now he's got the wing in on Summers, but they're able to come to their feet. Now they break back down to their knees, face each other on the mat.
You know, I give a lot of respect to those guys that do the state rankings over at PA Power Rankings. I know Dan Albaugh participates in that with the Northwest Region's rankings. And you wonder sometimes how they split hairs between guys that are, pretty even, these two being in that category. But they seem to have gotten this one right. They have Summers ranked at 13 and Watson ranked at 10, just slightly above him. And definitely Ty Watson seems to be the better wrestler here in this matchup at 145.
Right, he'll lead 6-1 with 10 seconds left to go. Now he tries to strip Summers down, getting near the edge of the mat again. They're going to go out of bounds as the clock runs out. So back to the center we go to start period 3, a 6-1 lead for Ty Watson of Penns Valley.
Summers trying to put a little bounce in his step there on the restart, trying to maybe mentally show his opponent that he's still got some gas left in the tank and he's not giving up just yet. 6-1 is the score, but definitely a dominant performance so far by Watson.
Well, Watson went in for a leg shot and was able to get the leg for the takedown. Now he's got stretching the arm out. He's getting back points on Summers. Sumner's able to pull his arm back away. He'll give up 2 back points instead of 3. He works himself back to his base with Watson riding on top and a 10-1 lead. Watson's got the wrist trapped behind the back right now of Sumner's.
It's a 10-1 major decision right now for Watson with 1 minute to go here in the third period at 145 pounds.
Now Sumner's trying to sit out and turn, but Watson's controlling the waist and ankle as he tries to do that. Now Sumner's looking for the Wizard. Switches to an underhook.
It was a little bit sloppy right there on the part of Watson. I think he was just kind of holding on and putting it in cruise control, and good job by Sumner to take advantage of that and turn into him for the 1-point escape. Still does trail by 8 points though with 28 seconds to go.
Yeah, 10-2 lead for Ty Watson of Penns Valley. Now he picks up the leg of Sumner's. Summers counters and comes out on top for a reversal. He'll pick up 2 points.
Yeah, you're seeing a little bit of sloppiness here on the part of Ty Watson, as I just mentioned. He's going to let him up and cut him with 1 second to go.
11-4 final.
Yeah, and that's how the final score is going to end up.
So Ty Watson, your winner from Penns Valley, 11-4 over Colin Summers of Sharpsville.
You know, if that had been a dual meet match, and I was... Finals at 1:52. Following these messages, you're listening to High School Wrestling on the WGRP Sports Network.
From King, Harley Morris. In second place, from Grove City, Cody Hamilton. And your 138-pound champion from Harbor Creek High School, Connor Pierce. Now on the mat at 152 pounds, he's a sophomore from Hobo High School. He has a career AFC record of 18 wins and 3 losses. He is a 6-time Area 4 champion and in 2018 was the PJW 6th place. Isaiah Pisano.
Welcome back to Grove City High School. We're live for the championship finals of the Fred Bell Wrestling Tournament. At 152 pounds, we have sophomore Isaiah Pisano out of Hopewell. That's down around Aliquippa. Another District 7 wrestler here in the finals. Pisano is a sophomore. He's 18-3 on the year. And his opponent here at 152 out of District 10 McDowell High School, AAA, Artis Simmons, or Simons. He is 19-4 on the year, and he was a D10 runner-up last year.
Okay, we'll pick it up with 1:45 to go in the first period, no score. That's Simmons in with a single leg and scores the takedown, but quickly Pisano is out for a 1-point escape, so it'll make the score 2-1. Both wrestlers back to the center of the ring. Pisano with a wrist tie.
Pisano in the gold singlet and the red ankle band. Simmons of McDowell in the blue and white singlet and the green ankle band.
1:05 to go. 2-1. Favor of Simmons of McDowell. Here's a collar tie by Pisano, and that's peeled off by Simmons.
Last chance here for a District 10 champion, as the final match of the night features District 6 versus District 7. Artis Simmons of McDowell, the lone District 10 wrestler left. His opponent Pisano out of D7. D7 well represented here at the Fred Bell tournament here in 2022 as well.
So both wrestlers working on wrist and wrist control and counters, and finally Pisano takes the shot, but it wasn't a real good shot, and Simmons is able to snag a leg, but they go out of bounds before he's able to get the takedown. So they'll come back to the center with 9 seconds to go. There's a double leg, nice double leg by Pisano. He's got to give it up because Simmons counters.
Yeah, Simmons is quick and aggressive. Both these guys, they put on even though the score's only 2-1 going in the second period, there's been a lot of action here. These guys putting on a pretty good show at 152.
So we'll start the second period with Artis Simmons, McDowell on the bottom. Pisano lines up on top, and on the whistle, Simmons comes to his feet. Pisano keeping a tight waist, and he lets Simmons go for the 1-point escape.
It leads 3-1,
which they haven't put up yet.
It is 3-1.
It is 3-1.
Simmons definitely appears to be the aggressor in this match. We'll see if his conditioning and stamina can keep that up through 3 periods. But Pisano, this is a pretty even matchup, to be honest with you. But Simmons just looks to have a little bit more aggression in him.
I see they put the point up on the wrong side, made it 2-2, and now they went back to 2-1, and now they make it 3-1, which is what it's supposed to be.
It is correct now.
Okay, 1:05 to go. Both wrestlers still in the center of the ring. Not much happening right now.
Both wrestlers wearing knee braces. Pisano on his left knee, Simmons on his right. Just a lot of dancing here in the second period. There was a lot of action back in the first period. Takedown by Simmons, escape by Pisano. Pisano with the escape here in the second period, but no one really close to a takedown here as Simmons does make a kind of a half-hearted shot on the edge of the mat before they go out of bounds with 24 seconds left. But just a lot of dancing here so far in the second period.
Right. 20 seconds to go. 3-1 lead for Simmons of McDowell.
Now he's got a good. No, I was just going to say now he's got a good single leg secured, but as I said that, Pisano just kind of sprawls back and comes up into a headlock position.
Pisano looking for a trip as the clock winds out at zeros. So we go to the third period at 1:52, 3-1, Artis Simmons of McDowell.
Boy, the way this match started out, I thought the final score was going to be like 12-10, and they just slowed way down, didn't they? These guys came out like fireballs, and Pisano does get the escape there right away in the third period to draw 1 point closer. Still trails by 1. 3-2 is the score. Simmons of McDowell leading Pisano of Hopewell here in the third period, 1:42 to go. They do, when they dance around and tie up and so forth, they do so very aggressively, kind of quick-footed. They don't appear to be slowing down. They don't appear to be tiring out, but no one's really going for a score. They're just kind of showing each other who can be more aggressive, I guess.
There was a quick shot there by Simmons, but it's always too close to the edge of the mat.
He does that, and he doesn't finish. It looks like he starts to get in there, but then he backs off.
Mm-hmm.
If he would just keep going forward and do that in the center of the mat, I think he'd have himself in good position to secure a takedown. Like you said, Gary, he seems to hit that on the edge of the mat, and he always backs off halfway through, it seems anyway. Less than a minute to go now, with Simmons leading by a point, 3-2. There it is again. This time he has the leg, and he keeps it. See if he can do anything with it.
He's going to pick it way up is what he has to do.
Pisano hopping around on
It's
one
always
foot.
too close to the edge of the mat all the time.
Well,
there.
in that one he had closer to the center of the mat, but I think Pisano just did a good job of hopping on one foot to the edge. And now they restart with 30 seconds to go. Still a 1-point lead, 3-2 for Simmons over Pisano. A lot of pushing out of bounds here in this matchup, 152 pounds. Referee Eric Mount gets him restarted from the center. 19 seconds to go. Now Pisano is getting into desperation mode, but Simmons back into that single leg, and Pisano right back into the sprawl and front headlock.
10 seconds to go. Pisano
Simmons
snagged the leg, but it's always countered with the wizard.
Simmons is going to have to be careful here. Pisano's getting really aggressive, as he should, and time runs out.
So it's a 3-2 win for Artis Simmons and McDowell over Isaiah Pisano of Hopewell.
And that'll be our final District 10 championship, as we have no more left with one match to go. We'll be back for that at 160 pounds following these messages here on the WGRP Sports Network.
In 8th place from Peters Township, Noah Brack. In 7th place from New Boys, Austin Mitchell. In 6th place from Northwestern, Lloyd Fountain. In 5th place from McDowell, Logan Garrett. In 4th place from Kane, Reese Bikakis. In 3rd place from General McLean, Kyle Cousins. In 2nd place from Strongsville, Colin Summers. And your 145-pound champion from Penn Valley High School, Todd Watson. Now on that, at 160 pounds, he is a junior from Glendale High School. He comes into today's contest with a season record of 27 wins, 1 loss, and a career.
Welcome back, wrestling fans. We're live from Grove City High School for our final match of the evening here in the championship finals at the 38th annual Fred Bell Tournament. Live action being brought to you tonight by myself, Steve Williams, and my partner to my right, Gary Fargo. We're at 160 pounds, our final match of the night, and we have arguably the best wrestler in the tournament out there. And that is returning state champion and currently ranked #1 in the state, Grant McKay. He's out of Laurel High School, which is another District 7 school, AA. He was a state champion last year, a state qualifier as the year before, ranked #1 in the state. He's a junior. His record this year, he does have 2 losses to 25 wins. Career record 104 to 17. So Grant McKay of Laurel, a sophomore, he'll be taking on Zeke Dubler of Glendale, a junior who's 27-1 on the year, 74-15 on his career. He was a state qualifier last year. So you have the state qualifier taking on the state champion, Grant McKay, obviously the favorite here in this matchup at 160.
Okay, and we'll pick it up at 1:30 left to go in the first period. No score.
Dubler is ranked 10th in the state, so you could say here in our final matchup at the 2022 Fred Bell Tournament, you have 2 wrestlers ranked in the top 10 in the state at the weight at 160.
Well, there's a 2-point awarded to Grant McKay. It was almost like a standing. Now he's got Zeke Dubler on his back. He picks up 3 back points and leads 5-0. Dubler working on the bottom now. Grant McKay working from the top position. And he'll go out of bounds with 34 seconds left to go in this first period. 5-0, Grant McKay.
Dubler with the white singlet and the blue stripe and the red ankle band. State champion, defending state champion Grant McKay in the, I don't know what color you call that, maybe bluish gray with the white. Either way, he's got the green ankle band on top.
Yeah, and he's got Dubler broken down flat on the mat, working on top. 19 seconds ago, running clock. Looking for some kind of control, wrist, wing, anything. And the first period will run out. So at 160 pounds, it's Grant McKay from Laurel with a 5-0 lead over Zeke Doubler of Glendale, the Glendale Vikings.
All right. If you're wondering where Glendale is, it's District 6 out of the Southwest region.
Here's a caution on Grant McKay, who's going to start the second period on the bottom position. Now he comes to his feet and cuts it off for the 1-point escape. So he'll now lead 6-0, does Grant McKay.
Grant McKay, not surprisingly, has cruised through the Fred Bell tournament. Won his first match by fall in 23 seconds. Won his second match by fall in the quarterfinals. Won his semifinals match quarterfinals match by technical fall, and his semifinal match by technical fall. So 2 falls and 2 technical falls for Grant McKay. And he's got an 8-0 lead here in the second period over his opponent, Zeke Doubler.
Yeah, he comes over the top and puts that one leg in on the near side. And as soon as you gain control around the waist area, I mean, it's a 2-point takedown.
Yeah, he's good at that. That's definitely appears to be his bread and butter move. Looks like it's 6-0, not 8-0, as I said.
Right, 6-0. So about 50 seconds left. They go off the mat. They'll come back to the center now. And both wrestlers on their feet. A 6-0 lead for Grant McKay. And on the whistle, both wrestlers just kind of facing each other, trying to figure something out here now. Grant McKay with an underhook, trying to try to use it to jack him up first, and then now he just brings his head down close to the edge of the mat, tries a shot, off they go, and finally the ref calls a stalling warning on Doubler because he was just backing off the mat. Now there's a quick shot by McKay, who shoots in. It's countered by Doubler. Grant McKay likes to work with that underhook on the right-hand side and control the elbow, above the elbow on the left-hand side. And off the mat they go again. 7 seconds left to go in this second period at 160 pounds. And the clock will run out. So the choice goes to Zeke Doubler, who chooses to go down, trailing 6-0 in this third period. Doubler tries to come to his feet. McKay is able to break him back down, but as he does break him back down, they roll toward the end line and out of bounds. So a restart in the center of the mat. He has an odd way of setting up. See, he puts his hands behind his back, puts his chest down first.
Yeah, he does. It is interesting. It's almost like he's like someone's like
he's got called for caution like forever. So he decided, no, I'm putting my chest down first where it belongs, and then I'm going to put my
but he still got hit with a caution, and there's a second one. No, that was a caution on the bottom guy that time.
Yeah.
So what I was looking up, Gary, I noticed McKay is 25-2 on the year, so turning state champ, I thought, I'm going to see who are the 2 people that beat him this year. And it's very interesting, and I'm not sure if I'm getting accurate information here or not, but his 2 losses have come by forfeit. I don't know what that means. I don't know if he was disqualified or what, but they were one against Notre Dame Green Pond and another against Great Bridge, kids from Great Bridge, Virginia, on December 29th and December 30th. Lost, forfeit. So I don't know if those two people beat. Holden Garcia was one of them, and Ty Chittum was the other that are showing as losses on his record, but where it usually says the score, it says forfeit. So I'm not sure what happened. Just interesting to note, since his returning state champ has 2 losses on the year. So something weird must have happened.
Well, stranger things have happened this year with the COVID and everything going on. And
Yeah, it's hard to say.
You almost wonder.
Yeah, it could have been a tournament or something that he maybe got hurt or got sick or whatever and forfeit. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Hard to look too much into it while we're broadcasting live, but that's what I found so far.
Okay, we're in the third period with 55 seconds to go in this 160-pound match, and it's a 6-0 lead. Grant McKay from Laurel in total control of this match, working from the top position. It was Doubler's choice for the third period. He did choose down, and he hasn't done very much from the down position, as Grant McKay's able to control him from the top as his clock just runs and runs, and they're like close to the edge of the map, but he's content to work right there. 15 seconds ago, he has double. There's a, now they call a stalling on Grant because I think he ran out of ideas as he had him broken down flat. Here he goes with his setup again.
Okay, I have an answer. Dan Albaugh just chimed in, so he's listening to us. Injury at Powerade is what happened to him. So he had to injury default 2 matches. Those are his 2 losses. Thanks, Dan.
Maybe that's why he's had that knee brace on.
Yeah.
Because that's a pretty heavy one.
Doubler holding his own here, trailing 6-0. He only has 1 loss on the year as well. And as I said, he's ranked 10th in the state, so definitely no slouch here, taking on the former state champion and McKay. But McKay holds on for the 6-0 victory, and that will give District 7 another championship to take them to 4. So the final tally is District 10 with 7 champions, District 7 with 4, and District 6 and 9 with 1 each. So Grant McKay, defending state champion from Laurel, holds on for a 6-0 decision over a formidable opponent in Zeke Doubler of Glendale. That's going to wrap it up for our 2022 Fred Bell Championship Finals. They do place 8 in each weight. We're going to do a really quick rundown of the top 8 in each weight class as our post-match show. And that'll be coming up right after these messages. You're listening to High School Wrestling here on the WGRP Sports Network.
From Union City, Clay Palmer. In second place from Hopewell, Isaiah Pisano. And your 152-pound champion from McDowell High School, Artis.
How many do we have to get in yet? Are we doing pretty good? Well, is that good then? Up at 172, and I think, Gary, what we'll do is we'll start at 106 pounds, and we'll give you the top 8 finishers in each weight class.